Hi, Holly. Do you have time now?
Hey, Jerry. What's up at this hour?
I'm sorry it's so late, but I have something very important to tell you.
Yeah? What is it?
I want to break off our engagement.
What? Wait, I don't get it. Why would you want that? The wedding is in less than 2 weeks. Did I do something to offend you?
No, it's not like that.
Then what is it?
It's not your fault, but there's nothing I can do about it. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I've come to a hard decision.
Don't talk in such an abstract way. What was so hard to decide? How did you come up with a decision? You better explain in detail.
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
By all means.
You're going to get hurt, you know.
I'm already hurt when you told me you want to break off the engagement. And I think you owe me an explanation as well. As long as I'm in the dark, it just seems too one-sided. If you convince me after listening to you, I'll back off.
Well, okay. If you say so. I'm actually thinking of marrying your sister.
My sister? Just to be clear, you mean Denise?
You only have one sister.
Wait, that means you got involved with your fiancé's sister? What the heck were you thinking?
It's just one of those things we have to accept.
Why do I have to accept it?
If I'm going to marry, I'd rather marry a young girl.
Oh, God.
Denise is only 20 years old, you know. If there were a 27-year-old and a 20-year-old in front of you, it's obvious to choose the 20-year-old. Besides, I heard she was a prominent athlete in high school. I think being a wife is a physical challenge in many ways. If there's a girl with such great conditions, you'd be crazy not to marry her already.
Are you serious?
Of course I am. I'm dead serious.
Anyway, I see your point, but I'm not convinced yet.
Oh, come on.
Of course not. Even if it's a stranger, it's still a lot of headaches. Of all people, it's my own sister. This isn't that simple to just say, okay, I got it.
I hoped it was.
I'll need to talk to Denise tomorrow. We'll discuss our engagement after that.
I understand. Please, don't blame her too much, okay?
Morning, Denise. Can I have a minute? Hey, Holly. Good morning. Okay. What's up? Shall I call you? No, this is fine. I'd like to discuss this while I get my thoughts in order. Sure. What's up? I have a lot of questions. First, how are things going with Martin? Martin? We're doing great. Last month, we went camping together. The stars were so beautiful at night. I see. It sounds like you guys are still in love as ever, huh? Yes, we are. Actually, he was on a business trip until yesterday. I'm so happy that he finally came back. So excited to see him. Hey, this is a really weird question. What is it? Have you seen Jerry lately? Jerry? Your fiancé? Yes, that Jerry. Let's see. When we were all at Mom and Dad's to discuss the wedding, and when we ran into each other on the street and had a short conversation about a month ago, I told you about that time, didn't I? Yes, I remember. What about him? Actually, he asked me to break off our engagement. Holy cow! Why? You guys have been going out for like 5 years, right? What happened? Did he tell you the reason already? Listen, I hate to say this, but it seems you're the reason. Me? How? Have I done something wrong to piss him off and cause such a situation?
Not exactly pissing him off. He says he's going to marry you.
What? Hold on. That's absolutely ridiculous. I've never been like that with him. There must be some mistake. I would never get involved with my sister's fiancé. Besides, Martin is my only love.
Calm down.
But this is crazy.
Don't worry. I know you're not the type of girl who would do something like that. Last night I couldn't keep up with what was happening all of a sudden, and I was pretty panicked, you know? Overnight I realized that what he said didn't make sense.
Oh, Holly.
I'm sorry for almost giving you a heart attack in the morning. I'll talk to him when he gets home from work. If he tries to contact you, just ignore him. Call me first.
Okay, I will. Holly, Jerry's here.
What on earth? Are you at your place?
Yeah. I was about to leave for my job when I saw him walking toward me. I closed the door and locked it in a hurry so he didn't see me. He had a big bouquet of roses and a huge smile on his face. What in the world is going on?
He's supposed to be at work today. Did he take a day off to go and see you?
I mean, how does he know where I live? You didn't tell him, did you?
Of course not. I'll never do that.
This is freaking me out.
Anyway, you call Martin right away. I'll call Jerry to buy some time. Depending on the situation, you should call the police.
Okay.
Jerry. I know you're in front of Denise's apartment. Answer me.
Oh, Holly. She already told you, huh? Yeah, I'm at her place. I'm going to propose to her now.
Idiot?
Huh?
You know, you only met her twice, right?
No, we've been seeing each other every day.
What?
I've been walking her to and from work every day for the past 2 weeks.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if she's shy or what, but we don't talk much, and I just sort of follow from a distance.
Jeez, that's called stalking.
You don't know what you're talking about. We've gotten to know each other so much better in the last 2 weeks than we ever have. I guess that's what it means to have a real heart-to-heart connection. Well, I'm going to propose to her now. I know this is hard for you, but you have to accept it.
She's married.
Huh?
She has a husband, Martin.
No way.
I mean, I told you she was married when you met her for the first time.
No, you never did. Just because you don't want to break up with me, you shouldn't lie like that.
I'm breaking off the engagement with you anyway. But I can't overlook a pervert with misunderstandings causing trouble for my innocent sister.
What pervert? My feelings for her are pure.
I'm telling you, she's married to Martin.
For the past 2 weeks, there had been no sign of a man around her.
He was away on a business trip for 3 weeks. I think he came home last night and went to work today.
Oh? Who the heck is that guy?
It could be a big muscular guy is fiercely coming at you.
No!
That's her husband, Martin. Denise married Martin when she was 19. He left his work and flew back home when she sent him an emergency alert.
Jerry was so scared of the 6 feet 4 inches tall, muscular macho man coming at him that he didn't have the time to fight back and just fell down on the spot and wet himself. How pathetic. Jerry and I broke up. The wedding was less than 2 weeks away. The total amount I charged him was about $30,000 for the cancellation of the venue and other related matters. Since we had invited our colleagues to the wedding reception, his misunderstanding quickly became the subject of gossip in the office. He can't quit his job to pay back the $30,000 borrowed from his parents. He's working desperately while feeling ashamed.
Hey, Patricia. Long time no see.
Is this Mr. Nothing in my head?
Jeez.
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
You're being weird. It's Marcus.
Yeah, I remember. You're my ex-husband who cheated on me with an ex-classmate of mine and got divorced from me.
Don't say it like that. That was 5 years ago.
So is it the first contact in 5 years to ask for money?
No, why would it be?
I just thought you owed a lot of money back then.
The only reason I was in debt was because I paid you alimony. I've managed to pay it off steadily since then, and now I'm debt-free.
So you're debt-free but no savings. I have no money to lend you. Well then.
No! I have savings. It's just not much. But I'm still happy.
That's unexpected. I can't believe you're happy after marrying Jesse. I guess I was right about your head full of air, huh?
What's with you? Why do you keep saying that? My head's empty.
If you can't figure it out, I think you should just leave it at that.
I'm curious.
Then look back to what you've done.
What the heck is wrong with you? I took the trouble to reach out to you.
Oh? What do you mean by the trouble? Haven't you noticed that you're annoying me with my sourness?
Hey, at least listen to me. I saw you in front of the station.
When?
Yesterday around noon.
Yes. I was indeed passing by there.
I knew it. So you moved back to your hometown.
What do you mean moved back?
I heard you got remarried, but basically you're back to square one, right?
Excuse me?
A woman who's divorced twice. That's a tough one. On the other hand, I'm at the peak of my happiness.
Oh, yeah?
You know, I'm the father of twins. They were born 6 months ago.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Can you at least congratulate me?
Congratulations. And is Jessie their mom?
Of course. We registered our marriage right after I finished paying off my debt. Right after that, happy news was announced. Well, I feel like nothing but happiness awaits me from now on, after all the struggles. I'm sure I've spent a lifetime's worth of hardships already.
A lifetime's worth of hardships, huh? I don't think life is that easy. Especially, can you really call it happiness if you get it by stepping on someone else's toes?
Well, in fact, Jessie and I are in the midst of our happiness. I truly feel sorry for you, but unfortunately, this is the reality, and there's nothing we can do about it.
I see. Well, whatever.
Haha. I understand your frustration, though.
Why am I frustrated?
You know, right?
What?
Well, I guess I wouldn't mind someone if they're divorced once, but from a guy's perspective, being divorced twice raises a red flag, you know?
What do you mean by twice? Who are you talking about?
Oh, please. You, of course. You get the idea from what we've been talking about, don't you?
I've only divorced once.
You said you got divorced for the second time earlier.
No, I didn't.
Really?
Why don't you go back and read our conversation carefully? You saw me at the station and started imagining that I'm back and labeled me as divorced twice in your head. Huh.
Oh. Well then. You're not divorced from your second husband?
No, I'm not.
Then why are you back here? A woman coming back to her family usually means a divorce and nowhere else to go.
Don't you have the word visit in your head?
Visit?
I was invited to a friend's wedding. I'm staying with my parents for the first time in a while since I live in my husband's hometown far away. By the way, the wedding was this past Saturday, and Jessie was there too.
Saturday? No, it was on Sunday.
You mean yesterday?
It's supposed to be a little far away and not around here. She left on Saturday, the wedding was yesterday, and she's coming back tomorrow. She left the kids with my parents.
What the heck? The wedding was at a hotel in the next town. If you live around here, a day trip should be enough.
I'm confused. What's going on?
I guess I should tell you.
What? You know something?
I'll tell you first that it's not something I was directly involved in.
Tell me.
One of my friends was at the wedding and saw Jessie and Keith making out in the alley behind the hotel.
No. Keith is...
Yeah, her ex-boyfriend. My friend who witnessed it knew I was divorced after she took you away from me. She couldn't keep quiet about it, so she told me. What can I say? Those two. I don't know, maybe they met again at the wedding and it just happened that way. Or maybe they've been like that for a while. My friend and I were wondering which it was. The fact that she lied to you about the date and place of the wedding.
Wait. Cut it out. Just because you're jealous of my happiness.
I don't care if you're happy or unhappy. Anyway, I've told you what I know. You can figure out the rest on your own.
Hey, Patricia. It's me, Marcus. Can I talk to you?
What's up?
Jessie and I are divorcing.
Oh, sorry.
As suspected, she was having an affair with Keith. They took advantage of both being invited and went on a trip together for a couple of days after the wedding.
Oh, I see.
Also, the twins.
Yeah?
They aren't mine.
Oh dear.
What the heck is this? I thought we'd made a happy family.
You see, I asked you if your happiness is true happiness, if you use someone else as a stepping stone.
Well...
You started living here after you got a job, so maybe you didn't know about this. But Jessie's been well known to be a man-eater for a long time.
What?
Especially with Keith, who is also a ladies' man. They break up and get back together. I wonder how many times they repeated it.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I guess she targeted that opportunity.
Seriously?
She's freakishly into good-looking men. You've got the look, although you have nothing else, so she was after you. By the way, do you know the real father of your twins?
Most likely Keith.
Ouch. Well, you're probably busy negotiating the alimony and stuff, so good luck with that.
About that...
What?
Just as I was getting ready to file the claim, they fled overseas.
Seriously?
And they left the kids behind.
Oh dear.
Hey, what am I supposed to do? I'm responsible for twins who aren't even mine. I'm seriously at a loss.
Did you contact their parents?
They said no.
Right. They've been cut off from their families because of their scandalous behaviors.
You know what? Hey, Patricia, why don't we raise these kids together?
You're crazy.
Please! You're the only one I can depend on.
Why should I raise someone else's kids that I have nothing to do with?
It's the same for me.
No, how are we the same?
If we share the same circumstances, I'm sure we'll make a happy family.
It's not worth it to leave my current happiness and jump in.
What do you mean?
I'm happy with the family I'm building with my husband.
What am I supposed to do then?
You should talk to your parents about that.
They're fed up with this whole situation and don't want anything to do with me.
Oh dear.
Come on, for God's sake.
No way. So long.
Patricia!
Well, what can I say? It's unfortunate, but he brought it upon himself, so I don't have much sympathy for him. Since he kept contacting me relentlessly after that, I ended up blocking him. A few days later, he showed up at my parents' house with the twins. He shouted,
I've decided to get back together with Patricia and raise these kids together,
at the top of his lungs for the whole neighborhood to hear. I had explained the situation to my parents in advance, so my dad called the police without hesitation. Marcus was taken away by the police and was fired from his job when his workplace found out about it. In the end, the twins were adopted by distant relatives with common sense. I believe that they're definitely happier than being raised by an airhead.